Hi, welcome. And to continue our discussion, we will be discussing our next topic, which is solving system of linear equations using matrices. Okay. So at the end of the session, these are the things that we will try to finish. First one is to discuss to you how to calculate for the inverse of a matrix. Um, Two methods of solution of inverse of matrix, and then we have a sample problem applying both method. And then what do we mean by Kramer's rule? Okay, so how can we use Kramer's rule versus inverse of matrix to solve for system of linear equations? And then we have the same example to solve for the same value once we use inverse of matrix solution. Okay, so at the end of the session, I hope you will be able to define what is inverse of a matrix. You also need to demonstrate two methods of solving the inverse of a matrix to define to you what is a solution or the formula of Kramer's rule, and then to solve system of linear equations using the methods that we will be discussing. All right, so let's start. So let's start with the inverse of a matrix. So let's start our analogy dun sa um, numbers muna tayo. So halimbawa, may given tayong number. Um, Halimbawa, meron tayong number 5 and gusto natin siyang i-change to number 1 or maging siyang equal to 1. So, anong kailangan natin i-multiply dun sa 5 para maging siyang 1? Okay? So, di ba, kung mabalikan natin ang basic operation natin, para maging 1 yan, um, kailangan natin mag-multiply ng 1/5. Okay? Para maging 1. Or kung ang ano natin, kailangan i-divide natin siya ng 5 para siya maging equal to 1. Okay? Pero pagdating natin sa algebra, di ba, natutunan natin na um, si division, pwede siyang i-represent as a denominator ng number. No? So, nangyari, naging siyang 5/5 para mag-equal to 1. Or yung, balik tayo dito sa first case natin, na-multiply siya by 1/5 para ma-convert natin into 1. Okay? And then kung halimbawa, i-apply natin siya doon sa current discussion natin, which is yung matrix natin. Let's say we have a matrix A. Okay? Then we want to get yung equivalent value niya in unity or 1. Di ba sa matrix, na-discuss natin before na ang equivalent na matrix ng 1 na number o yung unity, tinatawag natin di ba identity matrix. Yung identity matrix natin katulad dito sa figure na to. Okay? So it's a square matrix na may value ay yung main diagonal lang na may ones yung diagonal, and then all other um, elements natin or entries inside the matrix are all 0. So to achieve yung identity matrix natin, what do you think would be the multiplier of A para maging siyang 1? Okay? So by applying the same principle, kailangan i-divide natin siya by A. Okay? Pero as we have already I'll discuss, there's no division in matrices, no? So kailangan multiply tayo. Kaya pwede, lagyan natin A times 1/A, which is the same feeling, no? Or the same operation, pero at least multiplication siya, which we know how. As long as ma-satisfy natin yung chine-check natin for multiplication na dapat yung first second yung column ng first matrix should be equal to the first row or the row of the second matrix. Okay? So, kung 1/A yan, by applying law of exponent, ano equivalent ng 1/A kapag gusto natin siyang i-gawing um, nasa ano lang, numerator form lang. Okay? So, pwede natin sabihin niya ng A times A negative 1. So, applying yung sa law of exponent natin, which is Itong A raised to -1, ito yung tinatawag nating inverse ng matrix natin. Okay? So for this case, kung matrix A, inverse ng matrix A. So, yan yung need nating hanapin in order to get a unity. Or later, di-discuss natin kung paano natin magagamit sa inverse of matrix. Alright? So, let's properly define na si inverse of a matrix. So, si inverse of a matrix daw is another matrix which on multiplying with the given matrix, give the multiplicative identity or yung identity matrix natin. So, as we have discussed already, no? Kasi nga, this will be the same as A times 1 over A. So, diba pag sa algebra natin, kung yan, pwede ito mag-cancel out. So, equal to 1 lang yan. Pero since matrix tayo, yung 1 natin is equals to identity. Okay? So, the inverse of a matrix used to find the solution of linear equations. So, the matrix inversion method. Okay, so matrix inversion method. Later, discuss natin yung matrix inversion method. Pero in solving inverse of a matrix, we have two methods na pwedeng gamitin. First one is, tawag natin inverse of matrix using minors, cofactors, and adjugate. And then next is yung inverse of a matrix using elementary row operations. So from our previous discussion, ito yung discuss natin, no? Yung paggamit ng row operation. So yung if you remember, we are getting the row echelon form. Okay, so when we try to get the row echelon form of the augmented matrix, gumagamit tayo ng row operations na yung row operations na yun ay yung nag-a-add tayo ng rows, nag-switch ng rows, okay? Nagmo-multiply ng scalar quantity, okay? As long as maano natin yung form na gusto natin, okay? So later natin i-apply ulit yan. Ngayon, i-discuss muna natin yung first method, which is yung using inverse of matrix using minors, cofactors, and adjugate. But first, we need to discuss kung ano ibig sabihin yung minors, ano yung cofactors, ano yung adjugate. Okay? So, yeah. So let's discuss. So the following terms below are helpful for more clear understanding and easy calculation of the inverse of a matrix. Okay? First one, hanapin natin si minor. Okay? So si minor daw is defined for every element of a matrix. So the minor of a particular element is the determinant obtained after eliminating the rows and column um, containing this element. Ayan. So, haba, no? So, sige. Saysayin natin. So, tingnan natin ang halimbawa ay yung first element natin. Ito, si 3. No? Ayan. Si 3 yung first element natin. Okay? Ang sabi niya, determinant obtained after eliminating yung row ng column containing this element. So, kailangan eliminate natin yung katapat ng row and column. So, eliminate natin to. Eliminate natin to. Okay? Ayan. And then, yung determinant nung natitira, to, kukunin daw natin. Tapos, yun yung tinatawag natin minor of this element. Minor ng first element natin. So, ibig sabihin, pag ginawa natin determinant nun, determinant niya, if you can recall, is yung ganito lang pag sa 2 by 2, di ba? Yung downward minus upward. So, we have 0 times 1 minus 1 times -2. So, we have 0 plus 2 or equals to 2. As you can see here, itong 2 na to equals yan dito sa 2 dito. Okay? Ibig sabihin, for each element, meron siyang sariling minor. Na ang method mo is gagawin mo ganito. So, itong mga values na to, galing yan dito. Okay? So, okay. So, try natin halimbawa is itong 0 sa gitna. Okay? So, eliminate natin yung row and column niya. Ang matitira sa atin is yung 3, 2, 0, 1. Okay? So, ang determinant nun ay, so we have 3 times 1 minus 0, 2. Okay? So, equals yan sa 3. Kaya mapapansin nyo dito, 3 yung nakalagay doon sa gitna. Okay? So, you need to check every one or you need to get every minor nung kada element para makuha mo yung matrix of a minor. Okay? So, you can try kung paano nakuha. About to say -10, paano nagka-10 doon. So, ito yun, no? So, ito yun. Eliminate natin yung row and column niya. So, matitira is 3, 2, 2, -2. So, kunin mo lang yung determinant nun. 3 times -2 minus 2 times 2. That will be -6 minus 4 or -10, which is equal dito. Okay? So, matter of practice lang tayo. So, yun yung tatawag nating minor. Next, cofactor. So, yung cofactor naman ng element, calculated siya by multiplying yung minor natin by a -1 to the exponent of the sum of the row of the elements in order to represent. So, ito yung formula daw niya. Okay? So, halimbawa, ano ba tong AIJ na sinasabi niya? Diba ang AIJ na sinasabi niya is kung ang I natin dito is yung row, yung J natin is yung column natin. Okay? So, halimbawa ay A22. Okay? So, A22 natin is second row, second column, kung saan yung intersection, yun yan. Okay? So, ibig sabihin si 3 yun. Okay? So, kung i-apply natin yung formula ng cofactor, equals to -1, tapos 2 plus 2, tapos kung ano yung value ng minor natin. So, 3 yung value niya. So, that will be -1 raised to 4 times 3. So, ito, magiging siyang positive. So, positive 3 lang siya na ito yung value na yun. Okay? Ito. Kaya siya positive 3 doon. Pero may mas madaling paraan. Okay? Kapag halimbawa na kung may matrix of minors mo, tandaan lang natin yung sign convention natin na plus minus yung going starting from the left going to the right, then dito sa point na to going downward. Okay? And then hindi siya multiply eh. Parang individually minumultiply natin. So halimbawa dito, diba negative to? Dito sa minus negative siya. So negative times -2 dapat maging siyang positive 2. Okay? Kaya siya gano'n. Right? So ito, negative siya. Dito -10 din. So negative times -10, positive 10. Okay? So, wala namang problema kung halimbawa ito negative. Ito ay positive. So kaya negative to. Okay? So parang multiply mo siya individually, yung sign. Which is ito din yan. Ito din yung formula yun. Pero kung meron ka naman ng matrix of minors, mas madali na ito na lang yung sundin natin. Yung katapat niya, multiply mo lang doon sa katapat niya. Okay? Para doon sa sign, para tama yung sign. Ngayon kung nalilito kayo dito, gamitin natin yung formula. Alam naman natin ang value ng row at column, so walang problema. Basta tama yung minor natin. Okay? Okay? So, practice lang yung kailangan din. Right? Next. Okay, si adjoint naman tayo, adjugate ang tawag, no? So, adjoint of a matrix is the transpose of the cofactor element matrix of the given matrix. So, ibig sabihin, kapag nakuha mo na itong matrix of cofactors mo, ita-transpose mo lang siya. Di ba na-discuss na natin yung transpose? Ibig sabihin, yung lahat ng dating naka-row, gagawin mo na ngayong column. Okay? So, ito yun. Yung, ito, 2, 2, magiging siyang pababa na. 2, -2, 2. Okay? Ito, 2, 3, -3, magiging na siyang 2, 3, -3. So, nag-interchange lang yung kanyang position. Yun na yung transpose natin. Okay? And once na nakuha na natin yung adjoint natin, gagamitin natin siya sa formula ng inverse matrix. Na ang formula niya is 1 over determinant ng A, okay, times yung adjoint of A. Okay? Yung mangyayari, ito, para makuha ng inverse, itong 1 over 10 dito is our determinant. So, given example niya, no? And then, ito yung na-compute natin na adjoint o adjugate. And then, pag pinag-multiply natin yan, so di ba pag may scalar tayo, gawin natin, multiply lang natin isa-isa sa lahat ng entries natin. So, kaya meron tayong values na to. Okay? So, yun na yung inverse ng matrix natin. Alright, so, okay, so let's try na agad, no, sa example. So, if you find it very confusing pa, you may uh, uh, re, um, repeat yung discussion earlier and then just go back here if you're ready na sa example. Right? Okay. Yan. So, example tayo. Find the inverse of a matrix F using minors, cofactors, and adjugate. So, meron tayong matrix F. Ito yung entries niya, no? Negative 3, 7, negative 5, 4, negative 1, 12, negative 2, 9, negative 1. Okay? So, una natin gagawin is to get yung ating yung minor matrix natin, no? So, yun yung una natin kailangan gawin. Okay? So, para kunin si minor ng matrix, okay? So, sulat ko na lang minor of F, minor of F. Okay? So, di ba kung 3 by 3, 3 by 3 dapat yung size natin. Okay? So, first element tayo, eliminate natin yung row and column. So, determinant tayo nito. Okay? So, we have negative 1 times negative 1 minus 9 times 12. Yun yung first element natin. Okay? Again, eliminate to. Then, determinant yung natira. Okay? Next, second element, eliminate natin to. Determinant yung natira. So, we have 4, negative 1, minus negative 2, tsaka 12. Okay? Next, to, eliminate to. So, meron na to. So, 4 times 9 minus negative 2, negative 1. Okay? And then, i-kompletuhin lang natin lahat nung nakalagay sa atin. Okay? So, okay. So, isa-isahin natin. No? Ito, we have 7 times negative 5. Okay? And again, so, 7 times, ayan, negative 1. So, mali, no? Mali yung sulat ko. So, ito yung mahirap sa method na to, no? Prone siya sa error, especially kapag nagmamadali tayo. Magkamali ka lang ng isang digit mo, mali na yung buong matrix natin. Okay? So, negative 3, negative 1, minus negative 2, negative 5. Okay? And then we have negative 3. Okay? So, ayan, no? Times 9 minus, okay? Plus, so hindi ko na isusulat, hindi ko na pakita yung elimination, no? So, try to comprehend kung paano nagkuha yung value na to. Okay, next, we have negative 3, 12 minus 4 times negative 5. Then last is negative 3, negative 1 minus 4 times 7. Okay, ayan. So, yan daw yung matrix of minor natin. So, solve lang natin. Minor ng F, that will be calculate lang, no? So, you need to use calculator lang to able to solve that. Uh, Let me get my calculator. So, we have negative 1. You need to practice how to input this one, no, sa calcu. So, meron tayo negative 107, 4, negative 4, negative 1, minus negative 2 times 12. We have 20. Then 4 times 9 minus negative 2, negative 1, 34. Then 7 times negative 1 minus 9 times negative 5, 38. Negative 3 times negative 1 minus negative 2, negative 5. We have negative 7. Okay, negative 3 is 9 minus negative 2, 7, 13. 7 times 12 minus 1, negative 1, minus negative 1, negative 5, negative 3 times 12, for negative 5. Okay, negative 16. Then last, we have negative 3, negative 1 minus 4 times 7. So negative 25. Okay? So, ito yung uh, answer natin for minor. Okay? So, ngayon meron na tayong minor. Ngayon kunin natin yung ating cofactor naman. Okay? So, let's proceed sa next page. Cofactor natin, galing sa co-minor, yung cofactor natin is, itatapat lang natin siya dun sa plus minus natin. No? Okay? Co-minor, yung matrix F, will be equals to, ito ay negative 107. Ito, kita nyo, negative times 20. So, negative 20, 34, negative 38, negative 7, positive 13. We have 79, positive 16, and then negative 25. Ito na agad yung cofactor natin. And then, ang adjoint natin, or adjugate, no? Adjoint F natin is transpose lang ng co-matrix, co-minor natin. Cofactor. Okay. Cofactor pala dapat. Okay. Yung adjoint natin is interchange lang natin yung rows sa columns. Okay. So, 107, negative 20, 34, negative 38, negative 7, 30, and 79, 16, and then negative 20. Okay? Yeah. So, meron na tayong adjoint. Yung kulang natin, use yung formula ng inverse natin. Okay? So, yung formula ng inverse natin, let me write this lang dito sa tabi. Okay? So, yung formula ng inverse matrix natin is dapat 1 over yung determinant ng F times adjoint ng F. Okay? So, wala pa tayo nung kanyang determinant. Okay? So, balik tayo dito. Okay? Ito, kunin natin yung determinant niya. Okay? So, dito ko na lang isulat. Ngayon yung pagkuha ng determinant. Please review kung nalimutan, no? Pero, yung ginawa natin last time is ganyan lang yung ginawa natin. Sorry. Okay, so, ibig sabihin, determinant ng F, sorry, determinant ng F will be equals to 3 times negative 1, plus 7 times 12, negative 2, plus negative 5, 4 times 9, minus negative 2, negative 1, negative 5, plus 9 times 12 times negative 3. Then last is plus negative 1, 4, and 7. Okay? So, um, upon simplification, so ilan yan? Kano? 3 times negative 1, negative 1, plus 7 times 12, negative 2, plus negative 5, 4, and 9. Then we have negative 2, negative 1, negative 5, plus negative 3, plus negative 1, 4, and 7. Okay, okay, so check lang yung input natin. Ayan, first one pa lang malinaw pala agad. So this should be negative 3. Okay, so pag calculate nyo yun, this will be 11. Okay, ito yung determinant natin. Okay, so gamitin natin yan dito. Okay, determinant of f. So our answer will be, ang inverse natin will be 1 over 11 divided by negative 107, negative 38, 79, negative 20, negative 7, 16, 16, 34, 13, and negative 25. Okay? So, pwedeng ito na yung answer natin. Pero minsan, wala sa choices yung ganyan, no? So, multiply mo lang each yung value over 11, negative 38 over 11, 79 over 11, 20 over 11, negative 7 over 11, 16 over 11, 34 over 11, 13 over 11, and negative 25 over 11. That will be our final answer para dun sa inverse ng matrix natin. Okay? So, pwedeng i-change lang into decimal form, pero yan na yung inverse ng matrix natin using tong minor, cofactor, and adjoint solution. Right? So, later, papakita natin kung ano yung usefulness niyan. Okay? So, ayan. So, ito yung first method. Second method is using yung row operation natin. So, when using yung row operation natin, ang kailangan natin is yung, para makuha daw natin yung inverse ng matrix A natin, i-augment natin ngayon yung values ng matrix natin with the identity matrix. So, ibig sabihin lang parang gagawa ka lang ulit, no? Uulitin mo lang ulit yung set ng matrix mo, tapos lagay ka ng vertical line, tapos ilagay mo dito yung identity matrix, kung ano man yung size. Kung halimbawa, mag 4 by 4 yung matrix mo, no? Hindi dapat yung identity matrix mo 4 by 4 din. And then, ang goal natin is yung yung original matrix A natin na nakalagay dito, ito yun. Ang goal natin, maging ang value niya is yung identity matrix natin. Kaya dito, nakalagay, ang goal niya, i-change natin siya sa identity matrix. And then, kung ano yung matitira dito sa kabila, yun yung magiging natin inverse ng matrix natin. Okay? So, using row operation. So, kung tatandaan nyo yung row echelon form natin ng solution, yun din yung gagawin natin dito. Okay? So, let's apply. Same example, same values. Pero ngayon, gawin natin, lalagyan na natin siya sa augmented form na. Okay? So, we have negative 3, 7, negative 5, okay? 4, negative 1, 12, negative 2, 9, saka negative 1. Then, 1, 0, 0, 1, 0, 1, 0, 0, 0, 1. Okay? So, ito yung ating augmented form or yung ating AI. Okay? So, in this case, gawin natin F para hindi kayo malito. Gawin natin siyang F. Okay? Yan. Pag meron na tayo niyan, ang goal natin is gawin siyang identity dito sa left side natin. So, gawin natin is, pwedeng gawin natin yung first row natin. Yung row 1 natin is imomultiply natin ng negative 1/3 para maging equal to 1 siya. No? So, ito yung magiging row 1 new natin. Alright? So, ano yung magiging values natin ngayon? That will be negative 1/3 times yung negative 3, then negative 1/3 times 7, Negative 1/3 times negative 5. Okay, so dito ko ito isa-isahin mo, pero later hindi ko na siya gagantuhin. 1/3 times 1, negative 1/3 times 0, then negative 1/3 times 0. Then, copy lang natin yung other rows. Okay, yan. So, simplify lang natin. So, that will be 1, negative 7/3, 5/3. Then we have negative 1/3, 0, 0. Okay. So 4, negative 1, 12, 0, 1, 0, negative 2, 9, negative 1, 0, 0, 1. Okay. So you can see, yung first row natin, naka 1 na siya. So, may starting point na tayo. Ngayon, gagawin natin, goal natin, 1 na to, dapat mag 0, 0 to. Then ito, 0, 1, 0, 0, 0, 1. Okay? So, yan. So, sige, tuloy natin. Medyo mahaba yung solusyon nito, no? Okay. So, kopyahin natin dito. Dito natin. Okay? Ngayon, ang gagawin natin is gawin natin 0 yung 4. So, para maging 0 yan, kailangan negative 4 times natin ng negative 4 yung R1, tapos plus natin yung R2 para dun sa bagong row 2 natin. Okay? And then dun sa ito, paano siya magiging 0? Kasi goal natin maging 0 siya. So, kailangan sa 2, no? Plus natin ng 2. So, gagawin natin 2 times R1 plus yung R3 natin. Ito yung magiging R3 prime natin. Okay? So, kunin natin yung solution. So, yung first natin is the same. Okay? So, yung kasunod is, ano mangyayari? 2 times R1. So, 2 times 1 plus yung ah, second row pala to. Okay? So, negative 4 times 1 plus yung ano natin. So, 4 times 1, ito yun. Tapos plus 4 ito. Okay? So, try natin sa lahat, no? 7/3 minus 1. And we have negative 4 times 5/3 plus 12. Negative 4, 5 times, negative 1/3 plus 0. Then dito, since 0 to, 0 plus 1 plus 0 na to. Okay? Second row, we have 2 times 1 plus minus 2. 2 times negative 7/3 plus 9. Then 2, 5/3 minus 1. 2 times negative 1/3 plus 0. Then we have 0 plus 0. And then yung last natin is 0 plus 1. Okay? Ayan. So, simplify lang natin to. We have our new matrix. 1, 7/3, 5/3, negative 1/3, 0, 0. We have 0, then negative 4, then 7/3, minus 1, that is negative 31/3, negative 4, 5/3, plus 12, we have 16/3, negative 4 minus times negative 1/3 plus 0, we have 4/3, we have 1, 0. Then 2 minus 2, 0, plus 2 times negative 7/3, So 13 over 3. 2 times 5 over 3 minus 1. We have 7 over 3. And 2 times negative 1/3. That is negative 2/3. And 0, 1. Okay? So ito yung new equation natin. So yung first column natin is okay na. No? Kasi yan yung gusto natin makuha. 1, 0, 0. Ngayon is ang goal natin 0, 1, 0 naman tayo. Okay? Okay. So upon rechecking, I think meron tayo isang value. No? So ito, dapat may negative to dito. Okay? So negative 4 times negative 7 over 3 minus 1. Okay, yeah. So this should be positive 25 over 3. Okay? Once na meron tayo yan, ang goal natin is to change muna yung ating second row para mag-siyang 1. So to do that, kailangan multiply natin siya ng 3 over 25 yung R2 natin para mag-siyang new R2. Okay? So, even others will remain. Okay, copy lang natin. So, this will be 1. And this will be 3 over 25. Yung R2 natin, 16 over 3. That is 16 over 25. And we have 4/3 times 3 over 25 is 4 over 25. And we have 3 over 25 and 0 and 0. 13 over 3, 7 over 3, negative 2 over 3, 0 and 1. Okay? So, ito yung new ano natin. Okay? So, continuing our solution. So, copy ko lang to, yung ating new matrix. Then, dito. Start tayo dito. Okay? Yeah. So, ngayon, kailangan natin i-change itong dalawa into 0. No? To change that, kailangan mag-minus tayo ng numbers na inverted niya. So, para doon sa row 1, kailangan multiply natin siya ng 7 over 3 ng R2 natin plus R1 because sa bagong R1 natin. And then, para sa bagong R3 natin, kailangan minus natin siya ng 13 over 3 para maging 0. So, dapat minus 13 over 3 ng R2 plus R3 is equals to bagong R3 natin. Okay? So, rekta na to, no? Hindi ko napakita yung ano nito. Rekta sa calculate na to. So 0, again, sa first row tayo, no? And 0 times 7 over 3. Pakita ko na nga din. Okay. So yung first term will be 0. Okay. So 7 over 3 times 1 minus 7 over 3. Then we have 7 over 3 times 16 over 25 plus 5 over 3. Okay. So we have 7 over 3, 4 times 25 minus 1/3. And then 7 over 3, 3 times 25 plus 0. And then we have yung last one, which is 0 na. Okay? So, yung second row naman natin, kopya lang natin. Okay? Yung last part is, this will be 0 din. Okay? And then we have negative 13 over 3 times yung R2 natin, plus 1, plus 13 over 3. Okay? Then negative 13 over 3 times 7/3. Uh, 16 over 25 plus 7/3. We have negative 13 over 3 So 4 over 25 minus 2/3. And then we have if 13 over 3 times 3 over 25 plus 0. And then we have 0 plus 1. Okay? So simplify na lang natin to. We have 0. Sorry. May mali tayong copy ulit kanina. Ito. Dapat 1 to, no? Sorry. Kaya ako nagulat. Naging 0 siya, no? So, 1. 1. Okay. 1. 0. Then 7/3 times 16 over 25 plus 5/3. That is 79 over 25. And 0, 1. 16 over 25. And then 0, 0. The negative 13 over 3 times 16 over 25 plus 7 over 3. Okay. That is negative 11 over 25. Okay. So 7/3 times 4 over 25 minus 1/3, 1 over 25, and 7/3 times 3 over 25, we have 7 over 25, 0. Then we have same value for this one. And then negative 13 over 3, 4 over 25, negative 2 over 3. Okay, so let me check. This should be minus 2/3. Okay, so negative 13 over 3 times 3 over 25. That is negative 13 over 25 plus 1. Okay? Okay, so ayan. So last column na tayo. So ang goal natin ngayon, gawing 1 to tapos 0, 0 to. Okay? So let's copy this matrix again. So medyo no, time consuming to. Okay? Alright, so lagay ko lang dito. Ayan, so ito yung pinanggalingan natin. Okay? Ngayon, kailangan natin yung ito maging 1. So, para maging 1, kailangan multiply natin ng inverse niya, no? Yung R3 para sa bagong R3 natin. Okay? So, meaning, ito is kopyahin lang natin. Right? So, 0, 1, 16 over 25, 4 over 25, 3, 25, 0, equals to 0, 0. This will be 1. And then, this will be 34. Tanong to 34 over 11. And this will be 13 over 11. And we have negative 25 over 11. Okay? Yeah. So, last 2 tayo. Okay? So, para ma-change yan, kailangan yung, yung R2 natin is multiply natin yung R3 natin plus R2 para sa bagong R2 natin. Then multiply natin ng negative 17 over 25 yung R3 plus natin sa R1 para dun sa bago natin R1. Okay? Okay, so diretso na natin. So we have dito 1, 0 na to. Yun po bago yan. And then we have yung 79 over 25 times 1 plus 79 over 25. Okay, so negative 79 over 25 times 34 over 11 plus 1 over 25. Then we have Negative 79 over 25 times 13 over 11 plus 7 over 25. Then negative 79 over 25 times negative 25 over 11 plus 0. Okay, next, 0, 1. So, gawin natin is negative 16 over 25 times 1 plus 16 over 25. Then negative 16 over 25 times 34 over 11 plus 4 over 25. We have 16 over 25 times 13 over 11 plus 3 over 25. Then negative 16 over 25. Then negative 25 over 11 plus 0. Okay? Last rule natin is just copy lang, no? Okay? So, simplify natin. Direct na sa calcu. We have 1, 0, 0, 0, 1, 0, 0, 0, 1. Okay? Then, to calculate na natin sa calcu yung remaining. Negative 79 over 25 times 34 over 11 plus 1 over 25. So, negative 107 over 11. To 79 over 25 times 13 over 11 plus 7 over 25, negative 38 over 11, 79 over 25, 25 over 11, so 79 over 11, negative 16 over 25 times 34 over 11 plus 4 over 25. We have negative 20 over 11, 16 over 25, negative 16 over 25, 16 over 11 plus 3 over 25. That is negative 7 over 11, negative 16 over 25 times negative 25 over 11. That is 16 over 11. And then, copy lang natin to. 34 over 11, 13 over 11, and negative 25 over 11. Okay? So, let's check if it's the same ng first method natin. Okay? So, let me copy lang. Ayan. So, ito yung answer natin. Ito yung answer natin. Okay. Check natin kung the same. No? Okay. So, ito yung answer natin do sa previous method. Pag chinek natin, ayan. Itong values na to is the same nito. Therefore, ito yung ating inverse ng negative, yung f negative 1. Okay? Ayan. So, good thing sa inyo recorded to. You can fast forward everything if you want to uh, to skip yung boring part ng calculation. No? Pero I would suggest na um, perform nyo siya ng sarili ninyo para maintindihan nyo paano nag-arrive dun sa value na to. Okay? So yan. So, yun yung dalawang method ng pag-solve ng inverse. Ngayon, paano natin siya gagamitin in solving um, solution for linear equation, system of linear equation. Okay? Yan. So, a system of linear equation consists of two or more linear equations made up of two or more variables, such that all equations in the system are considered simultaneously. To find the unique solution to a system of linear equations, we must find a numerical value for each variable. Okay? So, yung mga ginagamit natin before, substitution method, okay? By elimination method. Then ngayon, using matrices naman tayo. Pero, Bakit kung marunong tayo mag-substitution, marunong tayo mag-elimination, ba't kailangan pa natin gawin sa matrix? Ang kagandahan na pwede natin siyang gawin sa matrix, pwede natin siyang gawin sa Excel, no? Or gawin natin, i-automate natin siya. Okay? O sa coding, kung magaling kayo mag-code, mas madali siyang gawin sa coding, no? Sa laboratory nyo, dapat magawa niyo kung paano siya sa Excel, no? Pero ngayon, using matrices, isa-solve natin yung linear equation natin. And in solving system of linear equation using matrices, we have two method then. So yung sabi ko nga, using yung inverse of matrix natin, kasi ba't natin pinag-aralan, syempre gagamitin natin yon. And then yung Kramer's rule na tinatawag. So, i-maximize na natin yung napag-aralan natin, no? Nasa inverse of matrix. So, paano ba mangyayari yun? So, halimbawa, dito, i-apply natin sa example, no? So, dito sabi niya, solve for the unknown variables using inverse of matrix. So, ang nangyayari, meron tayong given equations, meron tayong tatlong equations na may tatlong unknowns. Okay? So, kailangan gawin natin yung augmented form niya. Okay? O, di ba ginagawa natin? Pwede natin itong i-change ng 1x plus 1y plus 1z is equals to 6. Ganito, 0x plus 2y plus 5z is equals to negative 4. Okay? And then 2x plus 5y minus z is equals to 27. Okay? So, pag gagawin natin siya augmented form, di ba ginawa natin before, nung last session natin, nagitong 1, 1, 1, 0, 2, 5, 2, 5, negative 1. Okay? Okay. So, paano yung variables natin? Yung variables natin, pwede din natin gawin augmented form, no? So, yung variables natin magiging siyang x, y, and z. Okay? And then, yung ating constants nasa kabila. Diba, ginagawa natin vertical line lang yun dati. Pero ngayon, i-represent natin siya as ganito. Okay? So, yeah. So, change lang natin sa form na yan. And then, ito, kung papansin natin, ito, tawagin natin itong matrix A. Okay? Ito, tawagin ko matrix X. Ito, tawagin ko as matrix B. Okay? So, para makuha natin yung mga unknowns natin na X, Y, Z, kailangan, di ba, kung sa algebra tayo, sulat ko, AX is equals to B. Para makuha natin si X, di ba ginagawa natin, divide natin both side by A, cancel yun, magiging X is equals to B over A. Okay? Pero, since matrix nga tayo, hindi pwede yung division. Kaya ang gagawin natin is, i-change natin yung B over A by ano? B times inverse ng A or A inverse times B. Depende kung saan magsasatisfy dun sa matrix multiplication natin na form. Okay? Pero ang kailangan natin is masagot yung X, Y, Z. Okay? So dito sa form natin, ito is a 3 by 3. Ito ay ilan to? 3 by 1. Ito ay 3 by 1. So kailangan pag change natin siya dito sa kabilang form, dapat kung gusto natin ay 3 by 1 din yung lalabas, dapat dapat yung ano natin ay 3 by 3 dot 3 by 1. Okay? So, ibig sabihin, dapat ayan, ito, tama na to. Dapat ito yung pipiliin natin form niya. Okay? So, yung solution natin for this problem will be x is equals to A inverse times B. Okay? And para makuha natin, kailangan kunin muna natin yung inverse ng A natin. Which is, ito, inverse nito. Right? So, yung pagkuha niya ng inverse, bahala na kayo kung anong method yung gamitin ninyo. Pero ngayon, siguro gawin natin method ay yung unang method natin. Okay? So, natin. So, 1, 1, 1, 0, 2 at 5, then 2, 5, negative 1. Okay. Solve lang natin to. So, kailangan natin ng yung minor matrix natin. Minor A. Okay. So, minor A ko will be 2 times negative 1 plus 5 times 5. Okay. Yun ang prone dito eh. Okay. Okay. Next is 0 times negative 1 minus 2 times 5. Next, 0 times 2 minus 2 times 2. Next, 1 times negative 1 minus 5 times 1. Next, we have 1 negative 1 minus 2 times 1. Next, we have 1 times 5 minus 2 times 1. Okay? Tama ba? 2 times 1, yes. Okay? Next, this will be 1 times 5 minus 2 times 1. Then we have 1 times 5 minus 0 times 1. Then last is 1 times 2 minus 0 times 1. Okay? So, ito yung minor natin. Kunin lang natin yung value niyan. We have, pag kinalculate natin isa-isa, no? So, let me calculate na lang sa calcu. So, this is 2 times negative 1 minus 25, negative 27. So, negative 10, negative 4. We have negative 1 minus 5 is negative 6, negative 3. And then we have 3, then 3, 1, 5, 2, 1. Then this is 5, and then we have 2. Okay? Then cofactor natin. Yung A. Okay? So yung sa sign lang natin, no? Dapat plus minus tayo. So positive na to. Negative 4, 6. Negative 3, negative 3, 3, negative 5, 2. Okay? And then next is yung ating adjoint. Okay? Adjoint ng A natin is just yung transpose niyan. So we have negative 27, then negative 4, 6, negative 3, negative 3. So 3, negative 5, and 2. Okay? Next is yung determinant natin. Okay? So determinant ng A natin. So mula dun sa given natin. Ito. Determinant yan, no? So isang di ba ang determinant natin is sige, huwag na natin ibahin. No? So lagay ko lang dito 1, 0, 2, 1, 2, 5, and then okay, so 1, 2, negative 1, plus 1, 5, 2, plus 1, 0, 5, minus 2, 2, 1, plus 5, 5, 1, plus negative 1, 0, 1. Okay. Determinant natin would be 1 times 2 times negative 1 plus 1 plus 5 times 2 plus 0, okay, minus 2 times 2 times 1, 5 times 5, also negative 21. Okay, so, ayan. So, meron na tayong determinant, meron tayong adjoint. So, yung inverse natin of A will be equals to 1 over yung determinant natin times yung adjoint natin of A. Okay, so that will be 1 over, yan. So, again, doon natin sa ilalim ilagay. Multiplied by negative 27, 6, 3, 10, negative 3, negative 5, negative 4, negative 3, and 2. Okay, so simplify niyan is multiply lang natin yan. Okay, so once na nakuha na natin to, okay, so ito yan. Ito yung value ng ating inverse. Okay, so balikan natin to. So ito yung formula natin. Okay, so gawin natin is yung ating solution na x is equals to a negative 1 times b. So substitute natin yung values. So we have x, y, and z is equals to, so multiply ko na yung determinant dito sa loob, no? Ipasok ko na. That is negative 27. Okay. So negative negative yun. So 27 over 21, negative 6 over 21, 3 over 21, then negative 10 over 21, 3 over 21, 5 over 21, then 4 over 21, 3 over 21, then negative 2 over 21. Okay, so ito yung inverse natin. Multiply natin ng b natin na 6, negative 4, and 27. Okay, yan yung size natin is 3 by 3, tapos 3 by 1. Okay, magiging sagot natin is a 3 by 1 matrix, which is yun yung required natin. Okay, x, y, and z. This will be 27 over 21 times 6 plus negative 6, 21. Multiplication tayo, no? So, balikan nyo lang yung multiplication natin. Kung nagtataka kung saan kinukumpute to. Okay. Next, negative 10 over 21 times 6 plus 3 over 21 times negative 4 plus 5 over 21 times 27. Thus, we have 4 times 21 times 6 plus 3 over 21 times negative 4 plus negative 2 over 21 times 27. Okay? Calculate lang natin. X, Y, and Z is equals to, so 27 times 6 over 21 plus negative 6 over 21 times negative 4 plus negative 3 over 21 times 27. That is 5. Okay, sakto po yan. Okay, 6 plus 3 over 21, negative 4 plus 5 over 21 times 27, that is 3. Okay. Next, 4 over 21 times 6 plus 3 over 21 times negative 4 plus negative 2 over 21 times 27. That is negative 2. So, ibig sabihin ng value ng x, y, z natin ay 5, 3, at 2. So, using yung matrix natin, nakuha natin yung value ng x, y, z. Okay? So, ibig sabihin, pag lumaki pa yung matrix natin, pwede natin gamitin ngayon si matrix. Kung sa 4 by 4. Kasi pag 4 by 4 na, mahirapan ka na sa substitution tsaka elimination. Okay? So, ayan. Ayan po yung solution niya kapag gamit yung inverse ng matrix natin, yung matrix inversion method, ang tawag natin. Okay? Ngayon, meron tayo isang method na pwedeng substitute doon. Okay, dito sa ginawa natin ito, which is yung tinatawag natin Cramer's rule. So, Cramer's rule is an explicit formula for the solution of system of linear equation with as many equations as unknown, meaning dapat square matrix siya, no? So, kung 3 unknowns, dapat 3 solutions dapat siya. Okay? And then, yung formula niya, gagamitin lang natin ito, no? Ibig sabihin, para makuha mo yung x, y, and z, kunin mo yung later, di-discuss natin, no? Pero, may limitations to, no? Lagyan natin yung limitations. No? Okay. Itong formula niya, makikita nyo, determinant ibig sabihin nito. Okay? So, naka-divide siya sa determinant. So, ibig sabihin, kapag nakita natin ang determinant ng bawa ng matrix A is equals to 0, hindi natin pwedeng gamitin si Cramer's rule. Okay? Kapag yung determinant equals to 0, hindi pwede si Cramer's rule. Number 2, kapag kapag hindi siya square, no? Kapag for square matrix lang siya. Okay? So, yan yung limitations natin para sa kanya. Okay? Ngayon, explain natin yung formula niya. So, yung sa formula niya, i-apply na natin sa problem, no? So, same problem tayo. Ito. So, i-change ko lang ulit siya dun sa kanina, no? Sa form natin kanina. Itong 1, 1, 1, 0, 2, 5, 2, 5, negative 1. Okay? Ito yung x, y, and z natin. Then is equals to 6, negative 4, tsaka 27. Okay? Yung formula natin para makuha si x, kailangan daw natin ng dx over d. Ang ibig sabihin niyan, yung d nung sa ilalim is determinant ng matrix natin. Determinant ng halimbawa tawagin natin matrix A. Okay? And then, itong nasa taas, determinant din siya ng matrix, pero kaya siya may x doon. Ibig sabihin, yung constant natin, ipapalit natin dito sa first column natin para kay x. Okay? Kasi di ba ito yung lahat ng x values natin. Wala dito. Ipapalit natin siya doon. Okay? Ibig sabihin, yung dx natin will be equals to 6, negative 4, 27, 1, 2, 5, 1, 5, negative 1. Okay? Yan yung dx natin. For dy, sabihin, sa y mo lang siya sa substitute. Okay? So, kopyahin mo yung original na x. Then sa y, papalitan mo 6, negative 4, 27, 1, 5, negative 1. And then, para kay dy, dz, okay? Sa z mo naman yung papalitan mo. Okay? Ayan. So, meron tayong dx, dy, and dz. So, para apply natin, kunin lang natin yung mga determinants yan, ibig sabihin. Okay? So, Apply na natin sa first one. So, sa x muna tayo. Determinant ni x over determinant ni matrix mismo. Okay? Pero, kanina nakuha na natin ang determinant ni matrix ay how much? 21, negative 21. No? So, meron mga agad tayong value na negative 21 para kung saan yung denominator natin. Tawagin natin itong a. No? Negative 21 yung value niya. Ngayon si x yung kukunin natin ng determinant. Okay? So, determinant ni x, no, will be 6, negative 4, 27, 1, 2, at 5. And then, follow lang natin yung ating solution. So, this will be 6 times 2. Sorry. 6 times 2. Negative 1 plus 1 times 5 times 27 plus 1 times negative 4 times 5. Okay? Tapos minus. Minus natin ng 27 times 2 times 1 plus 5 times 5 times 6 plus negative 1, negative 4 times 1. Okay? So, yan yung numerator natin. Ang denominator natin ay negative 21. So, pag kinalculate natin yung numerator, that is equal to 27 plus 1, negative 4 times 5 minus 27 times 2 times 1, 5 times 5 plus negative 1, negative 4 times 1. Okay? So, siya ay equal sa negative 105 over negative 21. So, x is equals to 5. Okay? So, ayan agad yung value niya. Okay? Next, y naman tayo. So, 1, 0, 2, 6, negative 4, 27. Okay? Okay. So, y tayo is equals to dy over t. So, this will be equal to 1 times negative 4, negative 1, plus 6 times 5 times 2, plus 1 times 0, so 0 na yan, no? Times 27, minus 2 times negative 4 times 1, plus 27, 5, 1, plus negative 1, 0, 6. Okay, that's all divided by negative 21. So y is equals to 1, negative 4 times 1, plus 6 times 5 times 2, or 0, minus 2, negative 4, 1, plus 27 times 5, that is negative 71. Double check natin. 1 times negative 4 times negative 1 plus 6 times 5 times 2 minus 2, negative 4 times 1 plus 27 times 5 times 1. Okay. That is negative 63. Divide natin ng negative 21. That is equals to 3. Okay. So far, same siya ng value natin. No? Then last natin, kunin natin si z. Okay. Ito. Kunin natin yung determinant niya. So we have 1, 0, 2, 1, 2, and 5. Ito. So Z is equals to DZ over D. This is 1 times 2 times 27 plus 1 times negative 4 times 2 plus 6 times 0 times 5 minus 2 times 2 times 6 plus 5 times negative 4 times 1 plus 27, 0, and 1. Okay? Tapos divide natin lahat by negative 21. So upon calculation, 1 times 2 times 27 plus 1 negative 4 times 2 plus 0. So 2 times 2 times 6 plus 5 negative 4 negative 6. So check natin. 1 times 2 times 27 plus 1 negative 4 2 minus 2 to 6 plus 5 negative 4 1. Okay, so 42 over negative 21, that is equals to negative